Gates opened for the fair about 15 minutes ago, but some parents say they're not taking their kids there.
This is after a ride injured 7 people, including 5 children last year. Taking a live look at the fair right now, the News4Jax I-Team obtained the investigative report revealing that the ride that injured those people wasn't actually the ride state inspectors thought it was, and an inspector now calls that ride counterfeit. News4Jax I-Team investigator Kelly Wiley is live at the fair. Kelly.
That investigation also points blame to the operator for what happened to those kids. State records show the operator had only been trained for 1 month before this accident happened. November 10th, 2018. Riders at the Jacksonville Agricultural Fair piled onto the Sky Flyer amusement ride, a tall, trailer-mounted swing that flies riders out from the center. That day, at least 7 people got on the ride. 10-year-old Kamora Finley says she was one of them.
It's scary, and I don't like going to hot places anymore.
An investigation report from the Bureau of Ride Inspection shows on November 10th, 7 people were hurt on the Sky Flyer. The inspector wrote, 1/4 of the way up, the operator saw a girl swinging in her seat. So he switched the ride to lower and turned off the rotation. But when the operator looked back to find her parents, he says he heard the seat carriers hit the platform fencing.
She got hit by 2 swings and the guardrail. She broke 2 of her ribs. She punctured her lung. And, she still has like little back problems, but.
The operator wrote that he misjudged the distance to the deck of the ride when he was looking for the girl's parents. But an inspector found the ride owner, Midway Rides of Utica, violated 2 Florida laws. 1, the operator failed to properly monitor the ride carriers while they were being loaded. And 2, the state inspector also found the ride attendant failed to make sure the riders met the age requirement. The manufacturer's manual says small kids can enter with a parent and recommends kids over 12 go on by themselves. According to the report, all of the kids who went to the hospital with injuries were all under the age of 12. Records show the youngest kids were 7. Maybe the biggest concern of all, questions over who manufactured the ride. The manufacturer ID said it was made by AK Rides, but this letter from the company to state inspectors says it was not.
It's a counterfeit ride, and we had no idea until this incident occurred that that ride was in particularly not what it claimed to be.
The attorney for the Finley family believes a lot went wrong.
We don't believe that that ride should have ever been out there at the fair. We don't believe people should have been allowed on that ride. But also, we don't believe that the employee that was in charge of operating the ride that day should have ever been out there either.
Employee training records show the ride operator was trained approximately a month before the accident. Their attorney doesn't believe his training was enough.
We believe he wasn't trained. He didn't know what he was doing. And when this started to happen, he didn't know how to turn off the ride.
The ride still has a stop order. It's not allowed to run anywhere in the state of Florida. This mom says she's still not comfortable.
I refuse. There is no question about it. My daughter, she walked away with her life. I'm satisfied with that.
And this year, you will not find that ride, the Sky Flyer, out here. The fair doesn't want anything to do with that ride, and they don't want anything to do with the company, Midway Rides of Utica. Their vendor that's brought all the rides out here is Bell City Amusements. Last year, Bell City worked with Midway Rides of Utica to make this a bigger fair with more rides. This year, that is not the case. Coming up at 6 o'clock, we're digging deeper into the inspection process. We were taken around as some of the inspectors inspected some of the rides you're seeing out here right now today. We're also digging more into Midway Rides of Utica. Reporting live in downtown Jacksonville, Kelly Wiley, Channel 4, the local station.